who we are, but many of us struggle to keep them. Here with simple solutions to help build better habits this year is psychiatrist and author of Practical Optimism, Dr. Sue Varma. Hey.
So why are habits so important? Good habits.
Yes. So 80% of our health is determined by our habits. So if there's any goal that you want in life, you have to automate it. And that is the secret to good habits, is that they're automatic. We don't rely on discipline or motivation to cultivate them.
Okay, so what are some strategies for achieving better habits?
Yes. So the key here is you have to start small and be consistent. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, I want to get more fit. And their idea of a good habit is it's got to be a 90-minute workout. And what happens is when they don't have the time or the energy for it, they don't end up doing it at all. So small and consistent, 10 to 15 minutes, what we call like exercise snacking is the best way to start.
It's so true. That's how, I mean, I don't know how you started exercising, but I started that way. I started really small with walking.
Amazing.
And then I built up my endurance, and that's the way I've been able to stay consistent.
I love that.
All of these years.
And walking is so good for your mental health too.
Sure is.
What's another small change that can help?
Yes. So harness the power of triggers. So if it's something like, if you're like, oh, I want to read more, right? And you know that you're definitely going to be drinking coffee for 15 minutes by the window, get your daytime sunlight, put a book next to it. If you're someone who's like, I want a better skincare routine, or I want to take my vitamins, or I want to drink water, put it next to the bedstand, put it next to the computer. So if you can tie it to something that you're already doing, it can serve as a cue or a trigger.
Holding yourself accountable is important, but can you get help in that as well?
Please do. Accountability partners are huge. And the fact that, like, if you can have a peer group, even one person, like I imagine the two of you probably motivate each other a lot.
Sure.
We do, yeah. You're in great shape, by the way, both of you. So I love that because we are very much influenced by our peers. So having someone on the bad days, on the good days, that's like, how are you doing? I'm going to go with you. It's really important.
Keeping these it's a commitment. When you slip a little bit, what's your strategy there? Should you be kind to yourself? Should you be...
Please be kind to yourself, because self-compassion is the #1 way to get yourself back on the horse after you fall. Shame and blame never works. People get paralyzed, they get stuck. Self-compassion says, it's all right, I'm human, it happens to everybody, I'm going to get back on the horse the next day.
All right, we're going to take a little break, but with more ways to form better habits with Dr. Sue Varma when we return. Stick around.
We're back with Dr. Sue Varma, who is showing us better strategies for achieving better habits. What else can we cover?
So track your progress. This is really key. And like whether you have a spreadsheet, I use the Notes app on my phone, whether it's an app that you use, and then celebrate the small wins. Don't wait until, I don't know, 20 pounds later to be able to say, give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah, the numbers are great, especially if you have an app that can track all that stuff. It's really helpful.
Totally. And celebrating the wins is really key because it creates positive reinforcement cycles where you're like, I did great. Get yourself a manicure, get yourself a massage, and then have a big gift for yourself at the end of it. But make it tied to the values that you're trying to achieve.
How about seeking professional guidance?
This is so important because so many times, like a person may say, and I have a lot of people who I work with who are like, I just don't feel motivated. I just don't feel like myself anymore. And I think it's important to like talk to a therapist. Like even a few sessions can be like, is there an underlying depression? Is there anxiety? Is there something, is there an obstacle? Or getting a full medical evaluation. If you're like, I'm trying to lose weight, but I can't. Getting a nutrition assessment, getting personal training. So I think it's important to realize you don't have to do this by yourself, and don't beat yourself up. Be compassionate.
This is great. Thank you so much. Dr. Varma, for more information, visit our website, and be sure to get a copy of Dr. Varma's new book, Practical Optimism, available for pre-sale now. All right, we're going to open up that inbox next.